A mother and her two children have perished in a fire at Phase 7 in Bloemfontein in the Free State. It's suspected that the shack caught fire from the candle that was used during a power outage. It's reported that the 40-year-old mother and her two daughters, aged 3 and 8, were sleeping when the fire broke out last night. The big brother, who is in his 20s, had locked the shack and gone to the shops when the incident took place. Free State Premier Queen Letsoha Matai visited the family. Letsoha Matai says government will cover the funeral costs and the family will be assisted with counselling and with a counselling service. For more on this story, we're now joined by SABC News reporter Aphumelele Mdlalane. Aphumelele, really a sad and tragic story coming out from the Free State today. Of course, a mother and two of her children passing away in that fire. Just give us the latest update that has transpired from that fire.
Well, Mbali, indeed, it's a tragic situation for the family where we do know now that 3 members of the family have lost their lives as a result of the fire that, of course, occurred due to a candle that was used because of a power outage. We do understand now that the incident happened last night, whereby in the area there was no electricity for the entire day. And what the latest now is that the Free State government did go to visit the family just to give support, and they did indicate that there will be also counseling that will be given, especially to the young boy who witnessed all this, because we do understand that he went to the shop and locked the door when this unfortunate incident occurred, where we do know that the 8-year-old daughter and the 3-year-old daughter, as well as the 40-year-old mom, were inside the shack. And of course, that would mean now that because the door was locked, they couldn't, of course, save their lives. And we do understand the community did mention that the firefighters took rather long to arrive, and that area also has a problem of water, and that was another challenge to, of course, save the situation. And they lost all the belongings. That includes your IDs and all the important documents, and the Free State government did indicate that Home Affairs people will have to also assist the family, where we also know that the social workers will be sent to the mother or for the grandmother rather of the two daughters that of course perished, as well as the mother of the children. And we tried to talk to the family, but as of course it's understandable, we couldn't be able to just talk to them, on camera, just to understand the situation. But I can confirm, because I was there, that it's really a dire situation, and it's a family that, of course, they also dependent on grants, and no one is working in the family, and one can just imagine, because the 40-year-old woman who perished with her 2 children had 5, and only 3 now that are remaining. And we also understand that they are waiting for the post-mortem results, but the Free State government did indicate that they will also assist in terms of the funeral costs, the funeral arrangement, and they will, of course, keep on updating us as the way forward. But the situation at this moment in time, the family, it's very heartbroken, it's devastated, and they really need that psychological and counseling, the support thereof, and because they couldn't even express themselves when they were, of course, asked questions as to what really occurred and what kind of support do they need. But
and Aphumelele, you spent some time there this morning, and we've just played for our viewers there some of the visuals coming out from that incident and that fire which took place. And it seems as if the home was completely destroyed by that fire. Where is the 20-year-old son right now? And when it comes, to them trying to rebuild their lives, where do they even begin?
Well, they moved. The son moved to their family members, not really far from where the incident happened. It's about 200 meters away. That's when we arrived, we went to that family house where we were told that the incident happened like a stone throw away. That's when we, of course, we heard also from the son that they lost everything, including clothes, money. You can imagine where would he start in terms of rebuilding his life, because now he's left without even any means in terms of documents, and also the clothes. But like I did indicate that that's where now the government is saying that they will be assisting the family that is in need. We also saw the living conditions of the family that of course is trying to support. And we could see that the situation is not really, they need assistance by all means. And I think the intervention, therefore, especially the one that will be dealing with the counseling side of it, because I could also witness the son that he's not okay, because he's the one who locked. He reportedly said that he's the one who locked the shack and was going to the shop, and then the neighbors now they were telling him that the shack is on fire, and that one can just imagine when you get there and you are unable to save your own mother.
And Aphumelele, when it comes to the community, I mean, you've already touched on the fact that they've already raised their concerns in terms of how long it took for firefighters to come to the scene. Also, there was an issue around water, and I know that the Free State also grapples when it comes to water issues. How long did it take then for firefighters to contain the fire if they were also struggling with issues like water?
Well, Bali, we wouldn't really have the time frames therefore, but now the cry by the community, they are saying that they called the firefighters, but now the time they took to come, it was unfortunately too late to even save what was left there. And also the issue of water. The people, they are saying that's been the struggle, though they're saying that where the government, the premier did go at some point, one section of the area, there was an issue of water, and that was addressed by, of course, providing with your Georgia tanks. But at this area where this incident occurred, we do understand that also the people came in their numbers to try to help the family, but the issue of firefighters not being on the scene and also the issue of water, it's unfortunate that they couldn't save the families that were, of course, caught in the fire. And they are saying that, of course, that's an issue of now service delivery. And one would say, water is basic need. And in such incidents, when there's no water, that can save the lives. And you could see that the community is a bit disturbed with this incident, because they are under the impression that if there was at least water, something could have been done, and we would be telling maybe a different story.
Very ironic, Aphumelele, there, talking about issues around water as we mark today World Water Day. And of course, that is Aphumelele Mdlalane there, just giving us an update in terms of that fire that broke out today in the Free State in Bloemfontein.